Mm-hmm. Hello, everybody, and welcome back into Fantico Coliseum from Toronto. The Toronto Wildhounds and the Glendale Ganders facing for the first of two meetings this season. It is the Fantico Coliseum home opener for the Wildhounds, as their first home game of the season took place at Scotiabank Arena. Officially home and in their new black and gold uniforms here tonight to get started against their rivals, the Ganders. Here's Woods. Back to the point for McKinley. He'll send it to Cleaver. Cleaver back to the point. There's McKinley again. He'll shoot. That was blocked to the traffic in front. McKinley back to the point. No one was there. And they'll reset in the Toronto zone. Hounds back to get it in their own end, and here they come with it. McCoy up for Cleaver. Luke Cleaver back for McCoy. Here he comes to the middle of the ice. McCoy looking for a shot. Got it. It's off the leg of Giovanni, and the Ganders gain control. Niles for Pierce. Here they come. Here's an opening. McKinley back. The shot sticked away by Ryerson. His first stop of the night. Both these teams a perfect 2-0 to start the season. Here's Finnegan. In over the line. Toronto looking to set it up. That's off the boards to McCoy. McCoy goes for a spin but still holds on. Winded shoots. That didn't get through the traffic in front. Giovanni to Niles, and it's still not out. Now it is as Knight carries it through center. In over the Toronto line. Right side. Winding. Shooting. Blocker save made by Ryerson. Loose puck in front. That bounced away. Lash up for Coffey. Here come the Hounds now. Danton Coffey in over the line, winding for a shot, got it, and the save is made. Where is it? Over the net. Carr back to the point for Nicholson. He'll let it go. That's stopped. And now Shears to Lash. They set up. Coffey down low. Another shot from the point. Solis makes the save. Moses to Holt. Here come the Ganders. Halfway through the first, no score. Reed in on the left side to the middle. Didn't get the shot away. Coffey there. He'll send it to center. Moses to Reed. Reed off to Holt. He'll play it ahead for Harrow. Here's Harrow in over the line. Bringing it to the net. Right side and in. Winding, centering. Good save. They score. On the rebound, it was loose to the left side of Lyro Ryerson. It's tapped in, and the Ganders strike first. Here on the road, Aiden Thomas gets the goal. His first of the season. And the Wildhounds trailing in a game for the second time this season. Here's the draw, one back by Valdez. Set to head to Vespertine, one-on-one with Nicholson. He bumped him off the puck. Both teams in alternate uniform tonight as it's a special and it's a rivalry match. Here's another chance, and Ryerson made the save. Loose puck, Johnson tried to get it. Lodge back, there's the one-timer. It's down the ice. They'll chase after it, but icing called against Toronto. 5:17 to go here in the first. 1-0 Ganders. Face off left side of the Toronto net here. One back by the Ganders. Snyder. In front there was Nicholson. Chance to the net. Lawson was there, and he'll send that back around to Johnson. Off to Lodge. Gave it away to Snyder. Cole Snyder trying to keep that in, but there was help again by the Hounds to get it out, and that's exactly what they do, as it was touched by the goaltender, but they're going to call it icing. As soon as the goaltender touches the puck, the icing should be waved off. The refs did not catch that, and it was clear he did touch it. Draw one, Valdez lets it go. That goes wide of the net. Shears, 2 minutes to play here in the first. 1-0 Glendale. Pass goes behind the goal. In front is Niles, centers it over. Ryerson a huge save early to keep it at 1. Niles moves in. He shoots. Save made. Rebound. Another great save. Ryerson just kept that out. Here's another shot. He shrugs that aside. In behind, another chance. That's knocked away. In the corner, they dig for it. 3 seconds to go in the period. In behind, looking out front. There's the pass. One last shot. The period expires. 1-0 Glendale after 1. They had a great push in that opening period. Shots on goal in the hockey game are 10-3 for Glendale. It's 1-0 Glendale after 1. Hits 6-2 Toronto. Faceoffs 3-1 Glendale. No power plays. 1-0 after 1 for the visitors. Welcome into period 2 here tonight from Fantico Coliseum. The Wildhounds in their first game at Fantico this season. And the draw one back by McCoy to start the period. McKinley for McCoy. He'll break up the middle. Ryan McCoy trying to step by but lost the puck to Moses. Here's Pierce. Parker with it now. In the corner of his own end, now looks ahead. The pass finds Banks. He has a breakaway. Banks in alone. He's stopped by the toe of Ryerson. Picked up by the Hounds as they look to make it 2-0. Here's another chance, Niles. And the save was made by Ryerson. Moses kept it in. Banks in front. That's tipped just off the mark and wide. Here's Niles again. They pressure. Pierce right on. Save made by Ryerson. Banks to the front. Another chance. Ryerson has that. Here's McCoy for Woods. And finally, Toronto turns up ice. 5 gone in the middle frame. 1-0 for the visitors. Here's a giveaway to Banks. Looking to take off with it again. The pass finds him. Here's Banks, one-on-one. And Cleaver took that away to Lash. For Woods. Here come the Hounds. Woods to Lash. The quick shot save. It's in the air, and it's in! It trickles its way home. 1-1. A quick shot off the equipment of the netminder and Solis, and it bounces up and over his shoulder and over the goal line to tie this game at 1. Well, if you're Toronto, you'll take them any way you can get them. This has not been a solid game by them by any means. And here tonight, it's 1-1, surprisingly, with the shot difference as the save made by Ryerson. In the corner it goes. Setting up again the Ganders. There's a big save by Ryerson. Loose in front, they just tipped that wide. And right back to the attack go the Ganders. Here's Coffey off to Nicholson. Hounds to the middle of the ice, but losing the puck. It was Nicholson on it. He digs it free. Now they're in over the line. Nicholson off. Shear shoots. Tipped. Where is it? Backhander. And that's to the chest of Theodore Solis. He holds on. Halfway. 1-1 here from Fantico Coliseum. The draw will come to the right side here of the Gander net. As we mentioned, 1-1 in this one. The Ganders have had the much better step here tonight, but Toronto gets one off a bounce off the shoulder, up and over and in. Lash to Nicholson, setting up. Here's Shears, unloading on one off a skate. Here's Knight, he'll get it out. Pass finds Snyder. Another break for the Ganders. Snyder can't get the shot away, as catching up to him was one of the Hounds. Then he took it, and it was blocked by Johnson. Feeding it up for Carr. Here's Owen Carr to the middle of the ice, whining, weaving his way in. Carr waits, shoots, fanning on it. And there's Snyder with it back again to Moses. Here's Harrow. Both these teams undefeated to start the season with 2-0 records. Here comes Thomas in over the left side. Inning, shooting, and didn't get that on net. Now a giveaway. Thomas in again. That shot blocked on its way to the goal. Harrow to Reed. Gave it away to Owen Carr. Carr off to Lodge. 4 minutes to go here in the second. Here's Carr with it. Carr playing that back over. Turned over Harrow, and here they come the other way again. Harrow, right side, whining, shooting, saved by Ryerson. Loose puck in front, that's McKinley. He'll chip it out and back down. Lawson will chase after it to try to beat out the icing, and he will not. 2:05 to go, middle frame. 1-1 here from Toronto. Here's the face-off. One back, Ganders again, but it's Pierce with it. Couldn't get the shot, gets it back. He'll shoot and score! Nolan Pierce left alone in the slot with his second goal of the year. And the Ganders retake the lead here late in period 2. Big goal for Pierce, doing what he does best, putting the puck on net. Gets that opportunity in the slot. He's left alone to take that chance with all the time in the world and makes the Wild Hounds pay late here in the second. Here's Valdez with it to Pierce, being chased by McCoy. McCoy hit him. Woods after the puck. There's Niles. Toronto's been a lot more disciplined here tonight, but they're going to get a penalty with 5 seconds remaining here in the second on a trip. They went 11 for 11 on the penalty kill last game. This one's going to have to be sharp trailing in this one. Face-off one picked up. Thomas stopped. Rebound. What a save. Looked like a sure tap-in. It doesn't matter. The Ganders have a 2-1 lead through 40 minutes. They'll start in the third on the power play. Absolutely robbed in the dying seconds of that period to keep it 2-1. Shots on goal in the hockey game are 18-5 for Glendale. It's 2-1 after 2. The hits are 9-3 Toronto. Face-off 6-4 Glendale. Power plays, both teams haven't had one. Ganders on the power play for 1:55 to start the third. Welcome into period 3 from Fantico Coliseum. It's going to have to be a big one for the Hounds as they're down by 1 heading into the third. Draw one back. Here's Shears with it. Off to McCoy. That's given away and turned back. Finnegan sends it in. Hounds chase after it. It's Woods with a huge hit, and that is going to be a penalty. 29 seconds into the third, elbowing the call. And Glendale to a 5-on-3 power play. The Hounds have killed 3 straight 5-on-3s this season. Here's Reed. Off to Banks, looking for a lane, has it, there it is, and they score. Right out front, screened in front of Ryerson. The 5-on-3 does tally, and it's 3-1 Glendale. Just 48 seconds into the third period. And they'll be all smiles about that. Hounds have not had anything going tonight. Here's Ryan McCoy. He'll try to get something started. McCoy couldn't get it on his forehand. Looked like a dangerous dash, though. It's the first power play goal of the year allowed by Toronto as well. Pierce, a minute to go here on the 5-on-4. McCoy, penalty coming the other way. Here's Coffey to McCoy, and that slides the Solis. He holds off. 46 seconds to go. 4-on-4, then Toronto will have a power play for 1:14. Here's the draw. Toronto trying to get right back into this hockey game. They lose the face-off. Parker. There's Moses. Just holding on to that puck. Lost it to McCoy. It rolled to the side of the net. Now they send it the length of the ice. McKinley settles it down. Plays that ahead. That was given away right back to Moses. And he sends Toronto back again. The first power play of the season for the Hounds. Cleaver for McKinley. Here comes Toronto through the middle of the ice. Here's McKinley, looks for a pass, got it, they score! Alex Flash snipes that home, and Toronto's back within 1. Their first power play of the year is on the board. Well, never count the Hounds out with this lethal lineup. It's a 3-2 game. Here's Coffey. Just 4 minutes gone here in the third period, and we got ourselves a game again here. Parker to Pierce. Up ahead he finds Niles. Hit there by Ben Shears. Lash to Carr. Carr finds his man ahead, and now in over the line. Here's Carr winding, waiting. He shoots. That was blocked in front by traffic. It went right back to him. He'll play it to the point. No one was there. Played here now by Ryerson, up for Nicholson. Hounds try to get something started. Penalty coming. It's going to the Ganders. Here's Coffey in. Wait, shoots, scores! Snipes it far down. And this game is tied 3-3. On a delayed penalty call, Coffey screams in down the left side and right over the glove of Solis into the right corner of the net. So the Hounds tie it at 3, and they will not go to the power play as it was on a delayed call. In come the Ganders, trying to get it right back. Pass in front, that just missed traffic. Snyder to Knight, good save made by Ryerson on the screen in front. Coffey chases that down, and it's Moses with it. He'll play that off to Knight. Knight bringing it in right side, has Snyder, good save made by Ryerson. Pass finds Cleaver, here come the Hounds the other way. Here's Luke Cleaver, shooting, he fanned on it. May have been a poke check on the way. Here's Knight with it. He'll come inside, dashing to the Toronto net. Vespertine shooting. That slides wide. 8.5 to go here in the third period. That's sent down the ice by the Hounds. McCoy will try to outrace it. Cleaver does just that. Cleaver on it to McCoy. That just missed the tap-in. Pass to the point. Finnegan letting it go. That's off the glove of Solis. In the corner, Cleaver back to McCoy. He'll drop. Another pass. Too many by the Hounds, and out it comes. Snyder. 6 to go here in the third, tied at 3. Woods has it. He'll send that around to Finnegan. Finnegan looking for a man. He has McCoy with it now. Here's Ryan McCoy screaming down the right side. He shoots. Save made by Solis. And he elects to hold on. 4:42 to go here, third period. 3-3 from Toronto. Face off right side of the Glendale net. One back picked up by Harrow. Harrow with it, trying to get it out. Johnson kept that in. Lawson trying to get it to the point. It was Marley in the way of that, but Lawson kept it in. Valdez to Reed, and he gets that out, but gave it away to Lodge. 3 minutes to play in regulation time. Here's McKinley for Lodge. Lodge moves in, looks, found a pass. McKinley can't get the shot. There's Marley on the pickoff, and he'll play it up for Thomas. Thomas, middle of the ice. We come down to the final minute of play here in regulation. Here's Lawson. Back to Shears. Has a man ahead in Lodge. He'll just chip it in. Centers it over. Lawson in front. They score! Johnson in the final minute to give Toronto the 4-3 edge. It's his second of the season. He has a game winner already this year. And that was last game in Saginaw. He has Toronto in front again, 4-3. And it's their first lead of this hockey game. He gave them a 4-3 win in Saginaw. He has them in front 4-3 here at home right now. Coffey for Carr. Here come the Hounds again. Carr looking for the lane, didn't get it. Marley to Banks. They can't pull the netminder. Still trying to, though. Marley to Pierce. Here's Niles in his own zone. To Marley. Outlet pass finds Banks. He's taken down. They still can't pull the netminder. Lash for Carr. Carr moves in. 30 seconds. Pass to the front. Save made by Solis. He gave it away. Carr shut down point blank. 20 seconds to go. Shears to Nicholson. A high shot. And Solis is there. 18.9 seconds to go. Toronto 4, Glendale 3. Face off to the right side of the Glendale net here. Hounds with a stunning third period. 3 goals in this period to take the lead. Nicholson to Shears. Wasting the final seconds here. Nicholson shot that stopped. It rolls just wide. Off the side of the net there is Parker with it. Final 7 seconds. He gave it away. Lawson to Johnson. It rolled away. 2 seconds. One last shot. And that's the game. The Hounds take down the Ganders 4-3 in a hard contested fight here tonight from Fantico Coliseum. Toronto improves to 3-0. Glendale down to 2-1 on the season. Matthew Johnson, something to keep in mind. He has back-to-back game winners. Both the final scores 4-3 as Toronto wins this one here against their rivals, the Ganders, 4-3 in their first of 2 meetings this season.